You're listening to Up the Turnpike with hosts Mitch Anderson and Matt O'Leary.
Hello and welcome to the Up the Turnpike post-game show. What is going on? Matt O'Leary alongside Mitch Anderson after a 5-0 New York Islanders win over those New York Rangers who can't score goals at home, Mitch.
What is it, like 1 goal in 400 minutes? No, it's not exactly that, but it feels good to see this team destroy the Rangers while I'm not feeling great myself. I told you yesterday that there's something happening there, and there's a full-on head cold happening today. So I've been blowing my nose like crazy. If I don't get to the mute button, I may sneeze on screen. I'm sorry ahead of time.
That is quite okay. I'm doing well. It was a chill Saturday. Was watching some college football, then watched the Islanders beat up on the Rangers. That's always good. I know you call out the comments, but I want to start before we get into breaking this down. James has a great comment saying the Islanders scored 5 goals in all the Islanders Ranger games last season. They put up 5 tonight.
Ooh. Yeah, it was bad last year, and we made up for it this year. Not even just this year, today alone. So it's all uphill from here at this point, right, James?
Yeah, it's all uphill from here. They were talking about it on the broadcast too. That yes, the Islanders got swept by the Rangers, but if the Islanders won just one of those games, the Islanders and the Rangers would have swapped spots, and there's a world out there, not in this current world, thank God, but there's a world where Matthew Schaefer's on the Rangers right now.
I could not accept that. Can you imagine Matthew Schaefer and Adam Fox on that blue line?
No, I don't.
You know what? They'd probably take Misa. They'd probably
they would take the wrong guy and not develop him. Sorry, we're having a little bit of fun here at the Rangers' expense, but the Islanders win this one 5-0. Let's hop into it, Mitch, because we have a lot of goals to talk about. Starting with Bo Horvat, who we were talking about him scoring 40. We may have undersold Bo Horvat this year, Mitch.
Yeah, dude. It took him a couple of games to get that stick sighted in, but it is working flawlessly now. This pass here by Heineman was perfect. He had another attempt earlier than this. They tried to release, was it Barzal or was it even Horvat again? Either way, who he tried to release, he couldn't get the puck settled on his forehand to cross it, so he had to get the shot off, and it just didn't go off. Lo and behold, like 2 minutes later, he gets this opportunity and does not screw it up at all. And Bo Horvat just, holy shit, man.
He is on one and doing a bit of everything. The goals are there, which is awesome, and that's what we're most excited about. We have another one that we're going to talk about a little bit later, but as we know, he's winning faceoffs. He's on the power play. He's on the penalty kill. He's the jack of all trades right now for this Islanders team.
Yeah, man. Super good from Bo Horvat, doing absolutely everything he possibly can, and then on top of that, is tied for at one point. He's tied for the league in goals.
You're jumping ahead, Mitch. You're sharing my stats that I was saving.
Technically, he still was tied for the league in goals at this point of the game.
Okay, fair enough, Mitch. I'll give you that one, even though you stole my talking point.
Sorry,
coming up in a little bit. That is quite okay. Mitch, in the final seconds of this period, the Islanders would add one more, so they take a 2-0 lead into the first intermission. Jonathan Drouin gets in on the fun on a really nice setup from Anthony Duclair also.
Yeah, P.S. Jean-Gabriel Pajot digging for that puck there. Pedro was everywhere tonight. Holy shit, what a game by Jean-Gabriel Pajot.
Maybe his best game of the season too?
Easily. And he's had a lot of good games this season. So, P.S. this goal brought to you by French Canada. T'es bienvenue, mes tabarnak. All the Frenchies were up on this one. Jean-Gabriel Pajot. Anthony Duclair. I'm not even going to say it in French because it just feels wrong, but either way. And you got your boy, Jonathan Drouin, just burying it. The Drouin has 3 points on the night, putting up on 10 points in 14 games on the season, man. Like, he's having a good one. I don't think he's going to put up the point per game there that I said at the beginning of the year, but also a really good game from Drouin tonight.
Yeah, and I feel like he needed it. He came out of the gate hot, but I felt like over the last couple games he was slowing down a little bit. They changed up the lines, and it was working with Jonathan Drouin tonight.
Yeah, what did you think about these new lines? So, what is it? Holmstrom is with Barzal and Drouin, right? Or no, it wasn't Drouin. Sorry, it was.
I'm pulling it up right now for you. Don't
yes,
you fret. Emil Heinemann, Bo Horvat, Kyle Palmieri, Druin, Barzal, Holmstrom, Lee, Peugeot, Duclair, Siplikov, Sezikis, Cal Ritchie. And then they changed the D pairs too. Schaefer with Polak, Pellick with D'Angelo, Romanov with Mayfield. Honestly, and I know they scored 5 goals, so this might come as a surprise, but I was more excited about the D pair changes because I could not take another second of Romanov D'Angelo. And they changed it up. They put Schaefer with Polak, Pellick's more defensive-minded guy to put with D'Angelo, Mayfield, the more defensive guy to put with Romanov, and at least for one night, it worked.
Yeah, it absolutely worked. I agree with you. When I looked at the lineup card, initially you see Drouin with Barzal, and you're going, oh, those are 2 similar players. Although Barzal, Drouin, and Simon Holmstrom together,
Different.
that could work very well. But then you look at the defensive pairings, and you're going, that seems really balanced. Not just the left and right, obviously, but in terms of what they're bringing to the table, how they're playing right now, and how their counterpart could support them with the way that they're also playing. Right, for Ryan Pollock, not really giving you any offense, more so just defensively, and he had an okay game. That's fine. You put Adam Pellick, who was fantastic tonight, defensively specifically, like just absolutely fantastic. Settling down a D'Angelo who's not good defensively, and then you have a just decent third pairing who can give you like maybe 18 to 20 minutes a night and not give you any too many mistakes. And it friggin' worked, man. So I liked the balance on the back end, but it obviously the forwards doing the goddamn thing with the other 5 goals.
Yeah, without a doubt. So Islanders carry a 2-0 lead into the second period. In that second period, the Islanders would go on a power play and they convert. How about that? The Islanders convert on a power play, a nice looking structured power play. And when you know it, Bo Horvat says, I'm going to score another goal and tie the league in goals.
That pass by Jonathan Drouin between whoever the plug number 8 is for the Rangers, absolutely ridiculous, outrageous stuff. Everyone thought he was shooting. He's like 1 foot away from the goal and he's going, I could, but there's no way I'm getting this over Shesterkin. So I'll pass it back to Bo Horvat, who I know is there because I've got eyes behind my head, and he roofs it. Just gorgeous stuff there from not in terms of just structured, but in terms of improvisation and creativity, just on full display of guys just vibing together. Loved it.
Yeah, without a doubt. Things that you absolutely love to see. Puts the Islanders up 3-0. Again, Bo Horvat picking up a goal is just, it's something that feels like happens every night. Barzal with the secondary assist, Drouin with a nice pass, his 7th assist on the year at this point. Just a well-worked goal and a well-worked power play.
Yeah, and like we weren't dominant by any way. The Rangers weren't great, but they were fine on the evening. They were getting their shots. The Islanders just seemed to be doing a little bit more specifically up until this point of the game, and then converting on the opportunities that they've been given, which is what we killed them for yesterday, right? They weren't creating on the opportunities that they created. In fact, they were creating opportunities for the other team who buried them with will, it seemed. So completely different performance here from the Islanders.
Without a doubt. So Islanders take a 3-goal lead into the third period. The Rangers down 3 goals with 5 minutes left would pull the goalie, trying to get themselves back into it. And JG Peugeot scores his 5th of the year on the empty net, assisted by Simon Holmstrom and, say the name, Mitch?
Jonathan Drouin.
There we go.
Look at like the dog in Simon Holmstrom there to get that puck in. If you didn't see the actual replay, he's diving for it at the end to just kind of poke it free for JG to get ahead of it. And then JG does the rest. I just freaking love it. I wanted Bo Horvat to get it so bad. I wanted him to score on that empty net so bad.
So did I. Definitely wanted to see that. But, I, as someone who is pushing all the JG Peugeot propaganda as humanly possible, I'm going to continue to do that. And he is racking up points. I know we talked about him we talked about Jonathan Drouin having a 3-point night. Peugeot would also have himself a 3-point night.
Yeah, because he adds another one on that. They score again before the game's over.
Yeah, with 30 seconds left, they wanted to get in on the fun. This time, Anders Lee, the captain, a nice, well-worked goal from Anthony Duclair. And this pass set up from Peugeot is what's really exciting.
It seems too easy for Pedro at that point. He makes it look so easy. It's not. It really isn't that easy, but it just looked so clean and second nature to him. And then Lee too, like he's not getting this puck that cleanly. He gets it to the tip of the stick, and he still has to do a little bit of reaching to get the velocity he wants on it. It still does.
I was gonna say he ripped it too. Like it wasn't like a tap in. And I know on a 2-on-1, you get the goalie moving. Like he had a lot of net to shoot out, but he put something on that.
Yeah, there's a lot of forearm and wrist strength involved in that shot. It was wildly impressive.
100%. So the Islanders win 5-0, and Ilya Sorokin has his first shutout of the season. Mitch, we went through all the goals. We got to talk about the goalie, Ilya Sorokin.
He was so good tonight. Dialed in, centered, just everything perfect. Perfection from Ilya Sorokin. Sometimes he had to scramble and make those athletic saves, which we know he can do. But what we really wanted to see was him to be aggressive in the blue paint, which he was, right? Got out aggressively on Panarin a couple of times, to Benajad as well. But make those routine saves. And he was on it, man. It's just really, really, really nice to see. And so that's what I guess it's not. I thought he had a better save percentage 2 nights ago, but he did not. So 8.85 in his last showing. Sorry, no, 9.17 his last showing against San Jose. That's what it was. And then a full 100 today. So let's go, man.
Yeah. So things that you absolutely like to see there. Some game stats before we get into the box score, Mitch. 33 shots for the Rangers, Islanders with 26. Face-off percentage, Islanders better, but just slightly better, 51.8% to the Rangers, 48.2%. There's a big difference, Mitch. Power play, 1 for 2, and they killed off 2 penalties, so they were perfect on the penalty kill and 50% on the power play. 4 penalty minutes a piece for each Islanders and the Rangers. Hits, 18-14, Islanders with more. Block shots, Islanders also had more, 18-14. Giveaways pretty even. Rangers won more, 15-14, and takeaways were even at 5 apiece.
Yeah, a little bit cleaner for the Islanders in terms of puck management. It is a chaotic game, so that's going to happen. There's going to be some sloppiness, but overall better game than they had yesterday. They showed up, they won puck battles, and that's hard to do when you're on a second leg of a back-to-back. Admittedly, not a whole heck of a lot of travel, but still.
Absolutely. Yep. So second leg of a back-to-back. Both teams played last night. The Rangers were in Detroit. The Islanders were at home, so they had less travel. Maybe that was a factor in this one. Also, the Rangers just think at home right now.
They really do. I want to bring this one up from Kaloim. I can't pronounce that for the life of me. Islanders goals at MSG 5, Rangers goal at MSG all season 6. Lols.
Wow. Yeah. Tells the story for sure.
Absolutely. So fantastic stuff there. Ice time leaders.
Yeah, forwards. Who's the leader?
I'm not going to overcomplicate it. I've been saying this name for the last 4 games straight. Bo Horvat.
No, that would have been my guess too, Mitch. So I don't blame you for that guess, but it was Barzal by a lot. 21 minutes, 58 seconds. Jonathan Drouin was the next closest at 19:30.
Okay. That makes sense though, right? That Barzy has the most in now that, when I play revisionist history, it makes a lot of sense because you're looking at a guy who is usually dominant against the Rangers, like multi-point game. Usually he only has 1 point tonight. What a bum. But he's usually on it for the Rangers or for the Islanders against the Rangers. So that's good job by him. Or that's why he's got all that ice time, I should say.
Correct. Who has the least tonight, Mitch?
The least? I'm going to say it's Maxim Tsiplikov.
That also would have been my guess, but it's incorrect. Cal Ritchie at 7 minutes and 54 seconds.
Yeah, I was thinking that Dwayne was on the fourth line for not Dwayne. This guy was on the fourth line, but he's not. That's makes sense. They're trying to ease him into it. They maybe felt like they gave him a bit too much, throwing him as second line center. You think? Yeah,
I was just gonna say. I think they're reducing his role, and it might be hard for him to get going with Cizikas and Tsiplikov, who haven't been very good this year. But they tried him out as the 2C for a decent stretch there. I thought in the first 2 games, I know there weren't any points, but there were signs of life. I think he's been really quiet the last 3.
Yeah, so they're putting him out there for sheltered minutes, but he's not going to get a whole lot done. He was the better player on that line, and it wasn't even close. Honest to God, those 2 guys there, really rough.
Now, this is something that I've also been doing, but JG Pajot night,
Yes.
Mitch, another 63.2% in the faceoff dot.
My God, what's his percentage up on the year? It's got to be 59, 61%.
Going into this game, so not
Yeah.
including tonight, his faceoff percentage was 62.1.
Shit. And we're into a healthy portion of the year now where he's taking a lot of draws, and that percentage is going to go down with tonight, but not by a whole lot.
No, it goes up 63.2.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, absolutely.
It will go up a touch.
It goes up from 60%. That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay. Team leader in ice time for defensemen. I got it well wrong yesterday. I'm not going to make the same mistake today. I'm going to say Matthew Schaefer.
No, his new D partner, Ryan Pulock, 24 minutes and 22 seconds.
See, that was the name I had in my head, but I was like, there's no way. There's no way that he's leading the team in ice time. There's the power play time. Schaefer also got some penalty kill time, and it was out there, when they were defending the lead 6-on-5. But no, of course, Ryan Pulock.
Yep.
What do you think of his game, Ryan Pulock's today?
I thought he was solid. I think Pellick and Pulock has been solid. I know those are two guys we've talked a lot about losing a step, but I think they've both been pretty good of late. Really no complaints at all. How about you?
No, the same thing. I thought he was as quiet as he needed to be in the most positive way possible. So that's good.
Absolutely. Least. Do it.
Romanov?
No.
I'm not D'Angelo?
Yeah. I'm not mad at you because Romanov was the answer last night.
Yeah, exactly.
But when I was saying do it, I was trying to egg you on to guess this guy. Tony D'Angelo by a lot. 12 minutes and 29 seconds.
That is not a lot. He was fine. Didn't do anything awful. Maybe did he take a penalty at one point? He did. He took that tripping call, right? Which was like careless, whatever. But that happens. He was trying to play the puck and missed, and he got caught in the boards, and the guy was trying to go through. That should happen.
Yeah, hooking, but exactly the same play.
Right. They called that one hooking, and you're like, okay, yeah, right, whatever. The refs were making some strange calls today. They really preferred the hook over the trip. That's for sure.
Yeah, I kind of like that it wasn't a game where it was like each team had 5 power plays. They only called 2 for each side, which I don't mind that. But the ones that they called that I did feel like were strange.
Yeah, I like this comment here from James Farrell saying like unusual, no fights tonight, plus very quiet at MSG.
Yeah, it was.
There's just no sense that this is a blood rivalry, basically, really, when you're watching this game today.
No, yeah, it didn't really feel that way. And they said it on the broadcast, but that first goal the Islanders scored, it feels to like suck the air out of the building. And maybe it's just because of how much they've struggled at home, where it feels like that one goal is insurmountable for this team right now.
Which apparently it is. They can't friggin' score a goal. They've done like 9 out of 10 penalty or periods without a goal. It's more than that, but like it's insane.
Still. As for Ilya Sorokin, stopped all 33 shots that he faced for his first shutout and a perfect 1,000 save percentage.
No complaints about Ilya Sorokin. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come.
Yes.
Not a shutout every night, obviously, but like a well above 900 save percentage every night, please.
He's been good the 2 out of his last 3 games. So hopefully that, I'll take that 2 out of every 3. That'd be an improvement for him, but just keep stacking these good performances. That's what I said after that game against San Jose.
Exactly. Man, we're still quite early in this season, man. We still got a lot of way to go here.
Let's do some comments before we close out, Mitch.
Okay, we've got a lot, so let's try to get through as many as we can. We won't read each and every one of them, but from Jeremy Ford says, as much as it would be nice to keep Pajot around, his return, I would think, is getting closer, to Nelson's. Montreal could be a fit, yeah, and they have plenty of youth to give up for JGP. Maybe Ryan Backer? That's a right-handed defenseman, is he not?
I'm going to pull it up right now because I don't know his handiness off the top of my head. I should know this, but I don't. Yeah, I can't believe I don't know.
He is a right-handed shot defenseman.
Okay, you're right.
6'2", 194.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, a former 5th overall pick. I don't know if they would be willing to part ways with him, but if they do, I mean, they just traded for Noah Dobson, so I don't know. Ryan Backer might be blocked a little bit, but that would be a huge return.
It would be huge if they could get him, if he's even healthy. Like the guy has played what is this? 21, 24 games in the last 3 seasons at the AHL level. Although he came in late
He
2
did.
years ago, so that maybe that's not fair.
There we go.
So that would be great. But you have to trade Peugeot. You have to. Anyways. What else we got?
I'm laughing
Sorry.
while you're going. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm laughing at these 3 consecutively. Bean Burrito Enjoyer says belt to Tushy.
Oh yeah, what a spanking we gave him.
That's good.
Our friend Connor here is saying, okay, guys, Illy's back. Holy shit. Are you all sold that he's back? Or are you just kind of like, this is great, but let's wait.
I want to see more. I'm not ready to say it because it's only been 2, right? So 2 more good starts in a row. I'm saying yes, he's back.
Yeah. Bean Burrito saying not much ice time for Richie, but he was actively improving as the faceoffs went on. Also keep Tony and Romanov away from each other.
Yes, please. I thought Romanov looked a lot better too. Not surprising, paired up with Scott Mayfield.
The D pairs they're balanced out well. Bugner got it right if he's the one who suggested it, I assume, because he's the D coach. But they figured it out, man.
They had to do something. It was atrocious.
Yeah. George Fish saying we should re-sign Peugeot. Could be a good return, but he's such an engine and feel like he wants to be here. That's true. He does.
He does. I totally understand where George is coming from, and I like Peugeot's game a lot. I am a very big fan of him. I just don't know if the Islanders are in a spot where they want to get into bed extending guys in their mid-30s right now with where they are.
Yeah. If you can get him on a rental, so you get the return and he comes back, great. I don't know if that's going to take place. But at his age, right? Like you don't have to sign him to $1 billion. And maybe another team's going to be okay with that and sign him to, 4-year, $4 million deal type of thing. But we could just as easily do that next year as well for maybe 3 years, 4.5. That might be a little bit much.
That's a little rich for me. He's going to be 33 in a couple of days. So yeah. I don't know. 2 years for like 3 million, maybe. But again, we like these guys. Like I like JG Peugeot, and Anders Lee's been my favorite Islander for like a decade. Yeah. But we've talked about like they have to get to a point eventually where they're clearing out these forward spots to get new blood in.
Yeah, exactly. So to me, you have to trade him. I understand why you want to keep him, but you have to do it. The return is going to be too good. From James Farrell, what are your thoughts on Barzal's season so far?
I thought he was good tonight. He picked up an assist, so he is up to 12 points in 14 games. I think he's looked pretty solid.
He's looked solid. The thing is for me, and this isn't a shot at him or a complaint about him, is he's had to move from wing to center at the flip of a hat, right? And that's tough with different line mates each time. So different roles. We're not even just asking him to play the same type of role on different lines. We're completely different roles. And of course he can adjust. He's a professional. He knows what he's doing. It's just you don't build that chemistry. You don't build that momentum type of thing. And that kind of sucks. And he's talked about that before, right?
Yeah.
Just talking about playing with different line mates, let alone different positions.
That's true.
Where it was, Vegeta said, I was super nervous seeing the changed lineup coming in tonight, to be honest. Paid off. Right?
It did. It did pay off. I think they needed to make some sort of change, especially to that decor. And like I mentioned earlier, that it ended up when you score 5 goals that the forwards are going to kind of take the headlines, but the defense is what I was most excited for with the changes. Exactly.
Like this from Gabe Utschench. I can't pronounce anything tonight. Sorokin paid the whore VAT tonight. VAT. Love it.
That's funny.
So well, I already did that. Yes. So you're from KLB818. So you're telling me this team is winning the cup this year?
Maybe.
Let's go all the way to the moon. We went from being this team is garbage and shit and pack it into like we're winning the cup, baby. That's the kind of year we're having.
The ebbs and flows of the 2025 Islanders.
Yeah, exactly. Sloppy says got home after the first period started and decided not to watch. Am I banned from watching the rest of this year now? Absolutely.
Until they lose. That's your punishment. You don't watch until the Islanders lose a game, and then you can start watching again.
There you go. Exactly. State of Survival is saying, yeah, the French Connection 2.0 égale la troisième ligne. Let's go.
I love that.
What a good line. Where else are we going here? from Gary saying, no, that's not the one I want to read because that's in response to someone else. So, like, I don't want to read out everyone's conversations necessarily. So James Farrell, why can't Sorokin play like this every game?
Yeah, it would be nice, but hopefully, like you said, this is the start of the turnaround. He played well in two of his last 3 starts.
Yeah. Here is the Gary comment that I wanted to read. This is McLean's best game. Yes, I know he didn't play.
That's harsh, but unfortunately very accurate.
It's true, man. But they had to make a change on that 4th line. They still need to make a change on that 4th line.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan is with that 4th line, but maybe eventually they get to a point where Cizikas comes out and Cal Ritchie centers it with like Siplikov and Duclair when Shabanov's back.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Shabanov is skating, but they don't know if he's going to travel with the team necessarily. I know they started the road trip,
but they're going like out west.
Yeah,
like now for the next 6.
Is it? Do they not play in New Jersey tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but on Tuesday or something like that?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. They do have one in New Jersey before they hit the West Coast.
So it's like New Jersey, Vegas, Utah, Colorado, Dallas. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's
and
a gauntlet.
Detroit.
A gauntlet.
Holy shit. Okay. This may sound a little selfish from Jordan saying, but I generally don't care how the team plays. I only care about Schaefer. And it's the first time this season he cost me my parlay. Still played awesome though, so no complaint.
Okay, I like that 3 in a row right there from Jordan. Fair enough. And I don't know, Schaefer didn't show up on the score sheet tonight, but he played a lot. I thought was fine tonight. He's drawing penalties. Someone had a comment on it. I believe it's 11 penalties he's drawn already.
Yes, right. So good stuff by him. And he's not even getting the superstar treatment yet. So.
No.
Look out. He's going to draw more because he's had a couple where it's like, that should have been a penalty, but not. State of Survival saying, I have no complaints over Mayfield either, which is weird for me.
I like that. No, I think he's been okay. It was a rough first few games to the season, but honestly, I feel like he's settled in. The pair that really was bad was the Romanov and D'Angelo pair. And they separated them, and I thought Romanov looked better, and D'Angelo wasn't noticeable in a negative way. I mean, he had the penalty, but like in 12:29, he was mostly okay.
Exactly. So that's phenomenal. Love it. Max TGG, pretty sure I saw a thing saying the Islanders prospect pool has jumped to number 2. I think it's ESPN. He's saying probably carried by Schaefer, but still. What do you make of that? Number 2 prospect pool probably in the league.
Well, not that long ago where the Islanders were 32. So I will take that. And it's only going to get better with 2 first-round picks coming up.
Exactly. 2 first-round picks coming up. Kayshawn Aitchison, I know he scored at least 1 point. It was a primary assist on a power play. Had 3 goals in the first period yesterday.
Yep.
Just friggin' killing it. Victor Eklund's doing the thing. Gamzin had a shutout last night or yesterday. Or this morning was it for CSK Moscow? Lots of stuff to like. Cole Eiserman still isn't, playing yet, but he was scoring almost a goal per game. Like, look out, man.
And there's good news on the Cole Eiserman front. He should be returning to practice this week and then hopefully games after that.
Exactly, right? So let's go, man. Okay. So James Farrell saying if there's an all-star game, Horvat and Schaefer need to be in it.
I'll do you one better. I think both those guys should be on Team Canada.
Ooh, Bo Horvat needs to be on Team Canada. Even just like a 4th line center type of thing. It's just they're so goddamn deep at center. It's ridiculous.
They really are. But I mean, you need someone to kill penalties for you, right?
That's true for me specifically.
Yeah, it's gonna stink rooting against them. Obviously, I want Team USA to win, and we want Team Canada to win. That's totally natural and normal. It's just gonna be weird to root against, so to speak, Horvat and Schaefer.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be rough. From Richard Lord, if the Islanders re-sign Peugeot, I can only see 2 years for $2 million per year.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Bill saying bring back Cal and Marty to fix the 4th line.
No, I know that was tongue in cheek, but no.
Yeah, we all know our boy Bill there. So Jordan saying thank you for the shout out. Love you guys and watch your videos every day. Let's go.
Hey, thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. That's
all
awesome.
Y'all follow Jordan's example, please.
Yeah, we're expanding, doing more things. We're growing a lot this year. Thanks to you guys. It's awesome.
Yeah. And we got 2 comments here. One from Gary, obviously saying, don't forget to like and subscribe. And from X-Pun to say, hit that like button, please. And thank you.
Absolutely. Drop a like.
Yeah. TJ Andrews or TJ. Yeah, that's it. Bridgeport showing some sign of life last few games. They scored 6 goals today, 6-1. They won,
another win.
The, Thunderbirds, whatever their stupid name. Springfield Thunderbirds or something like that.
I was going to say, not Seattle.
Not that one. No,
that's a different Thunderbirds.
Yeah. Ethel gets a shorthanded goal, primary assist as well. 2 points for Jeffries, who's his birthday today. Just
nice.
It's the prospect pool, man, is doing things. I don't think Bridgeport is going to be a great team, but they're going to be respectable, and that's all we care about.
Yeah,
absolutely. There was another comment here that I wanted to get to. There's a little bit earlier on that I missed. I know it was from James Farrell asking if Artemi Panarin goes to free agency. Should the Isles get him? What are your thoughts?
Kind of similar to what I said about Pajot and Lee. He's a guy who's in his mid-30s. I just don't know if it fits with the Islanders' timeline.
Right. Sorry, he didn't say free agency. He said through trade. Not that the changes.
No, that's still my answer would still be the same.
I just wanted to make sure I was quoting him correctly, not putting words in his mouth there. But I'm kind of with you. The player is amazing, but we can't be getting into bed with a guy who's 33, 34 for that kind of term. No, thank you.
No, good player. I wish they got him the first time around. In 2019. In 2019, yes, I wanted him really, really badly. In 2026, not so much.
Exactly. I'm going to close out with some little Canadiana here from Richard Lohr. Says, go Saskatchewan Roughriders, win the Grey Cup. CFL for the win.
That's awesome. That's great. All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out for another episode. Big Islanders win tonight. Make sure to like and subscribe before you head out. I'm Matt O'Leary. He's Mitch Anderson. We'll catch you next time.